What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today might be a little bit of a sensitive subject for some, but I wanted to talk about, and this is something I've been wanting to talk about for a while, magic and Kickstarters. For those, for some reason, that don't know, Kickstarter is a platform where when you have an idea, you put it out there, you create prototypes, and you put it on Kickstarter or Indiegogo or places like that, and it's for crowdfunding. Basically, what you're doing essentially is you're saying, hey, I have this product, we need money to produce it. If you're interested, if this seems like something that you would be interested in purchasing at some point, please pledge to give us X amount of money. Now, what a lot of people don't realize is when you pledge on Kickstarter, that is not a guarantee for a product. There is no guarantee for any exchange of goods. You are committing to helping fund this person or this company so they can bring a product to life. So you may say, it's the same as donating to any kind of cause. So if you say, okay, well, here's $1,000, even though you say that you want a specific bundle and say, hey, for $1,000 we're going to give you this. That's not a guarantee that you will actually get that, even if it becomes fully funded and everything else. Also, things take some time on Kickstarter, so a lot of times they might only have prototypes. They might only have the first round of prototypes, because I believe on Kickstarter you have to prove that your product actually works, or at least in concept that it works, and have some kind of like a first round prototype. So sometimes things take a long time to get to when you do crowdfunding. So take that over to the magic side. And I'm someone who does a lot of Kickstarters, but take that over to the magic side, and it goes to it. We have a couple companies, one in particular, TCC Presents, that does a lot of their stuff on Kickstarter. And I see so many magicians get so mad because they're not instantly getting their product that they ordered. So again, to put a little bit in perspective, I do a lot of Kickstarters. I do board games. I do a lot of stuff through TCC Presents. I love their product. I've always gotten my product. It just takes time. So a good example is 2018, 2019. I do board games and miniature painting as well. So I backed Reaper Bones 5, which is a bunch of miniatures. So they went on to their Kickstarter and they said, hey, here's what all our miniatures are going to look like. If you're interested, back this, and they've got all these tiers of pledging. That was in 2019, and last summer, middle last summer, around July or August, I got my pledge finally. So about a year and a half, 2 years. I have a board game that I backed last summer that I'm getting like beginning of next month. Another game that I backed in the fall that I'm not gonna get until 2023 sometime, if I get it. But these things all take time because they're going out there and they're saying, hey, this is what the deal is. So with TCC, and back to the magic side, they've got their prototypes, they've got things that work, they're filming things, but they're saying, hey, for us to mass produce this, we need your help. Like, we need to be able to put this together. We're going to cut you a deal, like, on this stuff over retail prices, but we need your help to get this going. And I see magicians back it, and then the Kickstarter ends, and a week later, like, well, I still haven't received my product. You're not ordering anything. You are an investor at this point with no guarantee of return. 2, the Kickstarter, when it ends, that money is pulled and then goes to the company or the person who is doing the crowdsourcing. So the Magic Way TCC presents. They then get that money and are able to now take that and put it into what they need in order to build what they said they were going to build. So they haven't started production at this point. It might, TCC is quick. It's one of the fastest companies when it comes to Kickstarters. Most times they're pretty spot on with what's going on. If they say that it's going to be a June delivery, most times it's really close to that June, July delivery. But that's another thing that you have to understand is one, TCC I believe is located in China. Most things that you get on Kickstarter are being produced in China. Over the last few years, I don't know if maybe you just don't understand how lockdowns and things work with the pandemic that we've had, but things are moving a lot slower. And when things come from China, it has to go across this big body of water called an ocean. Sorry if I'm talking down to people, but I don't understand. I've worked in a lot of things in my life, a lot of different careers, and I've worked in warehouses that deal with shipping. And when things are sent from from countries outside of the U.S., besides the fact that it's coming on a boat over here, it has to go through customs. Customs is allowed to just sit, intercept your package and just sit on it for up to 6 weeks. So if it takes 6 weeks to get to the U.S. due to backups in the port or whatever the case may be, then customs is allowed to sit there and sit on it for 6 weeks before they approve it to come to your house. So there's a lot of things in play when it comes to Kickstarter. So I get so irritated when I see people complaining that their TCC product hasn't come yet. Like I said, I've gotten everything. Sure, I've had to wait a little bit on things. I think the last thing that I got from them was their little coin pouch. And I had to wait a little longer than expected for that. I knew it was going to come. TCC is good on things like that. They're also good on fixing things if there's some kind of mistake or letting you know, hey, this is how you need to do it. I've gotten things where they haven't come with instructions. I just reached out to TCC. And within a week, they have gotten back to me. That's the other thing. I see people reach out to them and say, oh, I haven't heard back from them. I was like, well, they're in a different time zone than you. It's going to take some time. So, but people in magic, the magic industry is one of the most frustrating things. And it's not the industry itself, it is the people, it is the magicians. Because magicians get so impatient. They order things, again, working in a magic shop as well. They come in and order things a day or two before they need it and thinks it's going to be there. I remember working in the magic shop, magicians coming in the day of for something that we didn't stock and saying, oh, I need this. It's like, well, we can order it, but it's going to be a few weeks. Well, I need it today. Well, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Go to this other magic shop and see if they happen to have it. And just completely, it infuriates me because people, as soon on a Kickstarter as it wraps up and it closes and they don't get the product, they want to say, oh, this company's a scam. And that's not the case. Learn patience. Learn patience. Learn how to sit back and relax and chill. And also remember, when you back things, this is the biggest takeaway. When you back things on Kickstarter, there is no guarantee for any product. Even if you say, this is the pledge that I'm doing, that says I'm going to get 6 sets of cups and balls for $200 and a couple close-up bags for $200. That's not a guarantee. That's the company saying, hey, if we're able to get this in production, this is an option that we could send you in for thanking you for your contribution. But it is not a guarantee. If you dispute it through your credit card, they might charge it back initially. But if you look through the Kickstarter terms of service, it even tells you it is not a guarantee. Any pledge is not a guarantee. So just know that going in. I will continue to support TCC. I do encourage people to support TCC and other Kickstarters that you're interested in. But just remember, things take time. Things take time to produce. Things take time to ship worldwide. Especially over the last couple of years, it's gotten so much worse with COVID that ports are backed up. They're still backed up. When things are being shipped out, they're being extra cautious with stuff. So be patient. Understand what you're doing. Understand that Kickstarter is not a guarantee for items. You're just going in as a backer, an angel investor, and that's it. And stop being so damn negative when something takes more than a couple days or a few weeks to get to you. Understand, educate yourself on shipping, educate yourself on other things. Because one day, maybe you'll be selling something and someone's going to accuse you of being a scam artist. All because you're having to ship overseas and we're having to deal with the same thing going the other way. So just keep that in mind. Don't be an ass. Be cool. If you are worried that you're not going to get something, then don't pledge it. Don't back it. That's my words of wisdom on this. But that's all I've got. I want to thank you for watching. Sorry if this video was a little bit more harsh, but it's just something that really irritates me every time I see it online, especially when it goes against TCC Presents. Jack and Roy have been great, and they're busy people. Try messaging people, other companies, and trying to get to their top and get a response back from them. Even in the company I work for, I can't get responses back from managers half the time. So just imagine how busy Jack and Roy are and how they've got all these emails from people saying, hey, I haven't gotten this, I haven't gotten this, I haven't gotten this, when a Kickstarter just ended a day ago. So that's what it is. I'm sure people are going to have some thoughts, but I want to thank you for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.